Hey guys! Sorry. Hey guys, Chef Jojo here with ECO, and on this episode we're going to talk about getting unstuck. And as usual, we're going to talk about this over a drink. Okay, so unstuck. You know, it's been exactly almost 4 weeks since the last time we before we jump into what we're going to talk about, I need to tell you guys what we're drinking. A couple of weeks ago, I was on a podcast. You can check it out. I put a link in our Instagram to it with a friend of mine named Kent French. And he's a spokesperson for the Ducks, and he travels all over the place. And his podcast is sponsored by Green Cheek Beer Company out of Anaheim. And I tell you what, their beer is phenomenal. This is the last one I had, and I saved it for the time that I was going to do a shift drink. And this one's called the Game of Telephone. It is a old school white ale with white tea and orange flower, and it is highly carbonated. I had to get it super cold. We put it in a bucket of ice before we opened it, and it still foamed up quite a bit, so we were cleaning that up. Anyway, so cheers. That is delicious. It's it has like this lambic type feel to it where it's very bubbly and it's got a tartness to it. It's a really, really good beer. I don't think they distribute, but if you guys could smell it, it's, man, I've never had a beer quite like this because I can really taste it's almost like tea, bubbly with like a beer finish. It's really cool. Well, I guess the best thing I can tell you is that I should probably watch my own videos sometimes. You know, Christmas came up on us pretty quickly, and we were trying to take care of orders and trying to get through that, and then the new year is over. We're in 2021, and my last episode was talking about what's next. And I said I was going to get back at it and do this, and I had a lot of energy issues, and you know, it was just really hard. Well, I wish I would have watched that episode myself because I really have been stuck. I've been stuck trying to find the mojo or the energy or the level, whatever you might want to call it. I have been stuck. During Christmas, I really just wanted to compress time and spend it with the family, get the orders out that we could. Shipping was crazy. Plus, work was a little interesting. We found out a couple of days after Christmas we needed to pull off a camp, and I didn't have a lot of time to adjust for that, and it went through the whole new year. It was 2 weeks long. But I really just wanted to have family time. You know, everything has been, and still is, very stressful, and it hasn't gotten any better. I know a lot of people were wanting 2020 to die, and then 2021 came in with a vengeance, and it definitely, what do you talk about? Well, I guess I've just been trying to wrap my head around where I've been. So I've done a lot of like searching, trying to find what that next step was, or what I'm supposed to be doing for my industry, for my coworkers, for the managers that work for me, the cooks that work for me, for myself, my wife and my kids. Where am I supposed to be? And you know, I guess I was taking that to heart a lot. And it was causing me to just stand still. And I was watching everything go around me. And, you know, I wanted to jot down some notes and put my thoughts together for this next episode, Becoming Unstuck. Because I had a revelation today when I was running. I've set some goals, and I'm doing pretty good on my running goals. And I'm doing pretty good at work. And I know last episode I was talking about getting back on the line. This last 2 weeks in camp, man, we've been cooking nonstop, breakfast and lunch for 100+ people. It's been awesome. It's been good. But you're back at that grind. You're back, and that kind of brings me that calmness that it's allowed me to fall back in love with just cooking food. And finding that love and finding that calmness has allowed me to kind of chip away at the cement that my feet were sitting in. And I know it's not easy, and I said that on the last video. It's not easy. I am trying to get unstuck. And, you know, I think it's a good message, because what's happening now to us in our industry, it has changed it completely. It has absolutely flipped us on our head and made us adjust in what we do. Now, if you just stand there and let everything change around you and you don't change with it or be prepared for it, you're going to get rolled over. You know, our entire thing is going to be different. Even when everybody gets a vaccine and everything is supposedly back to the way it used to be, I think our industry is going to really need to be ready for what's next. And the only way you can do that is to move. You know, you need to shift. Like what I did there, shift, drink. You have to shift. You have to prepare yourself. 2021 is still going to be hard. The adjustments that we need to make in our industry are still going to be difficult. Some are going to prosper, some are not going to make it. And I have to confess, I was worried about what was next when that's why we titled that last video, What's Next? For ECO, for our industry, all of that. But I was just standing there, just letting everything kind of just be. I wasn't attacking it. And all of my career, I've gone after things and I've pushed myself and I've done things that I knew would be a sacrifice that would pay off in the long run. And these last month, I started to really kind of self-analyze what I had been doing. And sometimes you need to do that. Sometimes you need to sit back and work on you and what's important to you and your family and set your goals for next year. You know what's really crazy is I was going back through the videos, and last year's video for 2020, the word was discipline. I don't know what other, I didn't know what was going to happen, and that was the word I picked. And it was about me being consistent and have the discipline to continue and push myself and stay on top of all these goals I had. And man, I was doing it. And then I guess, 2020 happened to all of us. I really took a hard tumble there. I didn't realize how much of myself was tied to my job and being a chef and what I do. I guess I haven't done a lot of self-analyzing lately, huh? Now that hockey's starting to come back and there'll be a game in the building and I'm cooking quite a bit more, and I feel like I've got my momentum going in the right direction. And someone posted, Michelle Jones posted, "Where have you been?" And Kyle said, "It was good to see my face." All these comments and all of your things saying, "Hey, I watch the show religiously," means so much to me. When we get emails with you opening your shirts on Christmas Day, it makes everything that we do as a family and we sacrifice to run ECO really kind of special and worth it. My cameraman and my video editor Jaden did a documentary on why Gina and I run ECO and why he does the videos, and it was just kind of special. It's a family-run business, it's a family affair, and we try to make a difference for you all. And I think that without your messages, like "Where have you been?" or "Thank you for producing this," and you said "Take care of you and your family." Well, guys, that's what I was doing. I was taking care of myself and the family, and I'm trying to crack away from that cement in the feet and become unstuck and keep that momentum. And here's to it. Here's to becoming unstuck to 2021. It's a nice beer to start out the first shift drink of the year with. And I hope this message finds you guys in good health. I know some people that are struggling with COVID right now. My prayers go out to them. I'm really worried about them. And I always say, if we don't take care of each other in this industry, who will? So here's to taking care of each other. Now, if you like this video and this message and it means something to you, hit like on that or drop a message. I'd love to hear it. You can always subscribe, hit the bell so you get notified when we do post these. You can follow us on Instagram or Facebook. I'd really appreciate it. And if you like the shirt we're wearing or the hat I'm wearing, you can always go to extremeculinary.com, pick up some gear. But if you like the message, hit like. I really appreciate you guys, and it's good to see you, and I can't wait until next time. Cheers.